Hello, everyone. Welcome to community update number 27, official modding support. This community update will go over what the modding tools will support, what they will not support, some examples of those, when it will be coming, and how they are preparing for this, and how the cross-platform thing will work, what mods will work on consoles and which ones won't, because there is a difference. So with that in mind, let's just go ahead and dive right in. So first, right off the bat, just want to let you all know that the patch 7 is not coming until September. They detail that like later on down here in the post, but it's not coming anytime soon, much later on in the year. But to prepare for that, patch 7 testing is beginning now. It's a 2-phase process, and they're starting now, and it's a closed alpha stage where they'll be able to work with mod authors, a small team, some of the more like popular ones, and trying to use the Baldur's Gate 3 toolkit and trying to use that to bring their mods into the game. So probably the ones that are more popular or the ones that they want to test for functionality purposes is who they're going to be working with. So it may not be the largest mod authors, but maybe specific mod authors that have created things that they want to test in their toolkit and in their development pipeline to download and install into the game. So, like I said, it's already started June 3rd, which was a couple days ago. So, come July, there'll be another opening for a further closed beta, capped at roughly 1,000 players, that anyone on PC can go ahead and sign up for, which is awesome. I've went ahead and tried to sign up for that, so yeah, pretty awesome. So, and then there's, of course, the community teaser, which they posted before. So here we get down into the nitty-gritty stuff. And I'm really, I really love this because they answer a ton of questions about this. And then they further answer some questions in some Twitter posts, some Reddit posts, which I will put on screen in post. So first they go over what is a mod, which anybody who's come from Skyrim, or basically any Bethesda game, and several dozen other games that are listed on Nexus mods will know what a mod is. But basically, it's a modification to a game. It's something that somebody goes into, create some scripts, modify some files, some game files, and makes a new addition to a game. Like, for example, for Baldur's Gate 3, you can make new dice skins. You can new hairstyles. Hairstyles are super popular, especially in Skyrim, and just as popular in Baldur's Gate 3. If you go on Nexus mods, it's one of the top mods, is a hair pack. So modding can be all kinds of things. So right now, some of the more like popular ones on Nexus mods that I've gone over in a previous video are like spell class additions, or not spell class additions, class additions, subclass additions, spells, tweaks to spells. There's also some bug fixes. Bug fixes are considered a mod if they're like a third-party addition to the game and not official. That's considered a mod. All right, so with that out of the way, as to what a mod is, what does official support mean, as opposed to the mods that I'm using right now? So official support means that you can download it in the game. So, and to get this out of the way, we will never prevent modding outside of our own official pipeline, but implementing our own will improve compatibility and give us the opportunity to ensure they'll work wherever you're playing Baldur's Gate 3. It'll also ensure a smoother experience at the cost of more script-focused modding, which can still be done outside of our pipeline. You'll therefore have 2 choices for modding Baldur's Gate 3, but will only be able to officially support mods through mod.io. So that means a lot of things that are really, really script-heavy. So think quests, or NPC interactions where you have maybe a fully custom NPC to interact with Tav, your character, or whoever you end up playing. Like that's very script heavy, and that sounds like it will not be available in their pipeline. So mod.io, what is it? How does it work? It allows us to bring modding support to all platforms and provides the necessary infrastructure to allow you to download mods on both PC and console, manage uploaded mods, host guides, and provide a level of content moderation to keep the community safe. So that means that there is a little bit of moderation when uploading mods. And as we'll see like later on, not all mods will be allowed in the pipeline, which is okay. We can still download it separately through something like Nexus mods, or there's other places to download mods as well. But certain things will not be allowed, which we'll get into a little bit later. Will the support be rolled out in phases? So currently the Baldur's Gate 3 toolkit on Steam, and that's where it will start. So at this early stage, participating mod authors will be able to provide us with direct feedback as we continue our internal development and testing. They will be using a live development environment, which means they'll also get access to new features as they continue to be developed ahead of full release. So it will be, so this is what I was saying. It's going to be releasing first on PC, and expect to roll out the support to a wider community in various platforms shortly after, including for Mac players as well as PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Now, what they didn't mention this, and I haven't gotten an answer for this yet. I will update if I ever get an answer, but I'm not sure if this will work on Linux. I do play on Linux quite often. Especially when I do like no mod runs, I play on Linux. It's my preferred platform of choice. So I'm not sure if it'll work because how games are installed on Linux is a bit different than how it is on PC. Sometimes for some games it works flawlessly. You can install it like normal, but other times it's a little bit different. And I'm not sure about how the auto installer for their official pipeline will handle Linux. So what platforms will be able to use the modding tools? So it'll be the PC players, right? So you will be able to develop, import mods into their pipeline on PC. Can't do it. You can't create a mod on console and upload it to their servers or to their platform to be able to use. You'll have to do that through PC. So how are mods curated for PC and console? So on PC, general stability in terms of service checks will be carried out before a mod becomes available in the game's browser. On console, an additional curation process confirms which of these PC mods become available for cross-platform support. While not all PC mods will become available for console, we'll be sure to publish guidelines to help you understand what kind of content will pass our necessary checks without blocking any unsupported creative mods on PC, so that we can continue supporting the modding community both inside and outside our official pipeline. So that means, yes, just like how it is on Skyrim for the consoles, there are certain mods that will not be available on console, and that's through technical limitations as well as additional guidelines, like additional like reasons that they quite haven't gone into, but it'd probably be something similar to how Sony does modding, which is vastly more limited than like Xbox. On games that support mod support, mostly Bethesda games, there's a lot more restrictions on the Sony side. So there's probably something like that coming to the consoles, unfortunately. So what mods won't be available through mod.io? So this is very important right here, this statement. Baldur's Gate 3, as a Dungeons & Dragons game licensed by our partners, has certain guidelines in place to ensure the integrity of the game's universe. Has certain guidelines. So Dungeons & Dragons, where they license this from, they have certain guidelines in place that of mods that they will accept and mods that they do not accept. It is very important that that the community understands that if they reject your mod through the official pipeline, it might not be up to them. It might be up to Dungeons and Dragons. So, with that said, we want to support as much creative freedom as possible. Our goal with mod.io and our partners is to strike a balance that will allow for extensive modding while keeping the guidelines in mind, and to open the door for mods to reach as many players as possible while ensuring they work seamlessly across different platforms. While some not safe for work mods and certain script-heavy modifications may not be supported through the official pipeline, modding outside of our pipeline will still be an option. Okay? So this is very important. If they don't support your mod through the official pipeline, you can still host it on Nexus Mods or whatever suits your fancy. So for cross-platform support, direct level editing, and changes to core game mechanics or core game elements like story, cinematics, dialogues, quests, and local gameplay adjustments can't be facilitated due to technical constraints and platform-specific guidelines. We'll be working with our partners to explore ways to expand modding possibilities within these constraints and provide clear guidelines to help everyone understand what is possible. So this means, and I will put it up on the screen in a post here, but there is a tweet, somebody asking to confirm, so we can't create new levels or quests with the official tools. And then the official Baldur's Gate 3 account replied back, that is correct. Due to technical constraints and platform-specific guidelines, we wouldn't be able to facilitate the creation of new levels or quests. So, unfortunately for our console friends out there, you're not going to be able to get new quests or levels, which is unfortunate because that's one of the big things that could really keep the game going. But unfortunately, that's going to be a PC-only thing, and that's going to be outside of the official pipeline. So you're going to have to be able to download the levels and stuff like that through other means like Nexus Mods. Okay. Okay, I read that. And let's see. I want to do things your modding pipeline doesn't support. How will mod.io handle unsupported mods? Changes that won't be officially supported within our pipeline, like script changes or not safe for work mods that wouldn't pass the moderation process due to platform-specific restrictions, may still be packed locally with mod.io's toolset and uploaded to other mod distribution platforms. This means that those mods can still be downloaded manually, and the game's browser will still recognize them and allow you to manage them in the mod load order of the game. However, because they would be local and alter unsupported systems, there will not be embedded support for checking for updates and syncing to others in a multiplayer session. Additionally, we will not be able to provide full technical support in case of crashes. Alright, so in regards to this is very key information here. Very key information. So you can still use the mod.io tools, the toolkit for modding Baldur's Gate 3, to create mods even if they're not going to be officially supported. So you can create mods inside of this little platform and then upload it to Nexus Mods, right? And the in-game mod browser, you'll be able to still see it. But like they said, there will not be support for checking for those updates. So you'll have to manually update those mods, and it won't check whether the others in a multiplayer session have those same mods, which is a big deal because I do play with some people that have mods, and it's kind of a pain to sync mods across a session so that way a multiplayer game works correctly. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it shouldn't be like too bad, because if you download a bunch of official mods and then you have 1 or 2 or 3 mods that you have to download through Nexus mods, then that should be way easier to manage to get everyone in a party working correctly. So that's still cool that you'll be able to do that. And what's also awesome is that if you just have mods that are supported by the official pipeline and supported by console, then you should be able to crossplay with mods through console and PC, which is really awesome because they are planning to add crossplay. All right, will Larian Studios provide any guidance for unsupported mods? We are currently seeing how far we can offer guidance for unsupported mods, which at present includes discussing whether we create official scripting API documentation, which I really hope they do, and whether we introduce internal testing for the script extender and other tools to support compatibility between patches where possible. However, while we can guide, we cannot offer support for mods outside of our pipeline. So this part is pretty important here. Hopefully they can introduce internal testing for this, because the script extender is very, very important for some of the more popular mods out there. There are some subclasses that are available to download that don't need the script extender, but a lot of them do, especially ones that introduce a lot of different kind of mechanics, or change spells in certain ways, something like that. They all require that script extender. So hopefully they can do a little bit of internal testing for this and support it in some kind of way, at least be able to download it, because that would be super beneficial. Their long-term support plan for providing official modding support. Outside of critical fixing post-release, we do not currently have the technical capacity to provide long-term support while also lending our focus to future projects. Right? They are a game development studio. They have to continually develop games to, be a game development studio. So, yeah, that's kind of to be expected. What will the Baldur's Gate 3 toolkit consist of? So beyond game code architecture and managing mods, we will release a subset of our internal development tools as part of the Baldur's Gate 3 toolkit. This will let you access the editor to create your own mods, upload mods directly to mod.io servers, load levels read-only to look at all the local entities, as well as to set up and test your mods in-game while creating them. Get access to our internal editors for supported asset types, such as textures and visual models, allowing you to override them directly in your mod through the developer interface. Publish your mod via the editor, where it will be moderated and made visible in the in-game browser, or pack your mod locally to upload to a third-party site. Mod UIs through file editing. We will provide documentation that will explain how our internals are set up to solve mod loading / compatibility issues. Within Baldur's Gate 3 itself, you'll be able to download and manage your mods directly, manage multiplayer, and save game files through a verification UI. Alright, now what's included as part of mod.io? Mod.io provides moderation tools that allow us to curate mods for console, as well as offers a hosting and distribution solution for your mods, which will be able to access through mod.io or through our website, which is cool. You can go through the website and download it instead of just through the game, which is really, really awesome. You'll also be able to subscribe or unsubscribe from mods in-game with our mod browser. And so this is another big thing. You'll need a mod.io account to manage and create your mods. So, awesome. And then if you'd like to read the full FAQ, head over to their Discord. So this is very, very exciting stuff. Already going on about 20 minutes here, so I'm going to end this here shortly. But this is very, very exciting. Unfortunately, we got to wait until September, but it's really good news that they are already starting the testing now with some of the biggest mod authors. So I am very excited. Just let me know in the comments what mods you are looking forward to, what mods you're hoping for. And if you know of anybody who is who has been invited to work with that, I don't know if it's set under NDA, but it would be cool to find out who's actually uh working with Larian in this very early closed alpha set. So with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.